Well, hello YouTube. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with the Bison Workshop. To be quite honest with you, I just haven't felt like doing videos. I felt bad, and my back hurts all the time. I've got this acid reflux back, and it's not going easy on me. But it ain't gonna keep me down forever. Um, I'm slowly trying to get myself back into doing something, and videos are coming slow. But I wanted to wrap up the monitor mounts, part 2. I've already got them installed and on my monitors, and I'll give you a peek at that here in just a second. Also wanted to mention that I just made a new YouTube channel. I don't know if any of my subscribers are interested in video walkthrough or video game walkthroughs or gameplay or anything like that, but basically I'm dedicating that for gameplay. So all my videos that I record on Far Cry 4 and may even go through Far Cry 3 also, and a few other games. Hell, I even got Deer Avenger 4, which is actually a pretty cool game. It doesn't have the graphics like the other games, but it works. um, it's funny for the first couple of times, but then it just gets boring. Um, I've got some other projects coming up that I'm hoping that it's going to work out for me. I have a clock for the neighbors that I want to make or refurbish for and put new clock mechanism in it. Got to do a bunch of routing out for that. But anyway, I'm going to give you a tour of the monitor mounts, show you how they work, and I even made an attachment for it since I built the stands, and I think you guys are going to like this and appreciate it. It's pretty cool. So without any more words, let's move on. Now these two monitors right here are the two that I put the stand on. And we'll go around here on the side. Now I had to add a platform here simply because the computers are up on the desk and I couldn't take the monitors over that way any further. Can't put them under the desk because first of all they won't fit. Second of all, it defeats the whole purpose of me putting glass in the side of them. And 3, they collect too much dust. So to weigh out the consequences, I figured the best way to do it is just put me a big old steel 1/2 inch angle bracket, mount it to the desk, and then I got to cut these off. And once I cut these little tits off of these, the threads off of these bolts, I'll be able to open my drawer all the way up. So, but there's the stand. We got the pieces machined out, and I put a set screw in it. Yes, I could have done a pinch collar, but I didn't. And I still can. I'll just have to split it here, drill out this side, and drill this side and tap it. And here I am not even putting the camera in the right spot. I was pointing up. I can split it right here and drill this out to 1/4 20. Will slide through it without catching, and then thread this side with 1/4 20. but this works for now, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now I have up and down and this kind of motion, but I don't have side to side. So I mean, it's got its limitations, but it worked, and it worked fine. Then I wanted to do some videoing. I wanted to video my screens playing games so I could put it on my new channel, which by the way I have, and we'll talk about that later. What we've got is when I was doing the videos, I had it on my tripod, which is this bad boy, and I was setting it right here and trying to get it to take a picture of that monitor right there and do videos, but because it was to an angle like that, it kind of made this side of the monitor smaller and I couldn't get it straight. So what I needed was the camera to be right here pointing straight down. So I made a attachment, and I'm going to put you guys on the tripod and we're going to show you the attachment. It's cool. So basically what I did was took a piece of PVC pipe. I would like for it to have been a little bigger, but this here nut, this plastic nut, fits on that thing really tight, so I'm able to adjust it however high I want it. So then I took this and drilled it out and drilled it to where it was just barely small enough to where this here brass or copper would fit in it really tightly. So basically I just slide that right down in the tube, and yes, I could build it up so it ain't so sloppy, and I probably will with some camouflage tape or whatever. I don't know what I'll do yet. But anyway, we'll put that back over in the one that it's supposed to be in, and we'll move you around here and show you how this thing works. So basically this thing just swivels back and forth. Alright, so when I'm not using it, I can just swivel that thing right over out of the way. And here is how it works. What I did is I went and got one of those camera mounts and put it on my homemade tripod. So now if I want to do a camera shot of the monitor, I'm down here, so I can look up through there and this won't affect me, and I can adjust this in, out, this way, that way, however the hell I want to do it. And right there is about where I like to keep it so far. I've only used it once, so I can't really say I like it, but it's the best so far that I can come up with. And then I just use my camera to record my gameplay. Basically the only option I have right now, because I need a bigger video card, and that's a whole nother subject. But anyway, you get the gist of it. And then when I'm done with it, all I gotta do, turn that up and turn it out of the way. Just like so. I can move it in that direction, or I can move it over in this direction, whichever way I choose. So I thought that was a pretty awesome install. So you just take that and spin it around, loosen that, drop it down, and your camera is ready to do some recording. So I just lifted that out of the way because I had one hanging. But anyway, I'm going to set you on the tripod here. So I believe that that will wrap this up on the monitor mounts, and I think they're pretty cool. The only limitations that I can see is having them so they can move back and forth. And that could be as simple as making a track for both of the bases to set in to move back and forth, and have it so we can put a wing nut on it and adjust them back and forth. Yes, it doesn't save on desk space if you do it that way. It really doesn't save on desk space this way either, but luckily for me, I have 2 more monitors that will hide all that. Let me give you a tour here real quick, a rundown of what I got. So basically we've got our 2 computers. This one here is for the Bison Workshop. This one here is for the, or no, I'm sorry. This one is for the new gaming channel that I've got, which is called Mr. Sniper. I've got 1 video up, and I already got 1 subscriber, and that is Tom. Thank you very much for subscribing to that, Tom. I appreciate it. You guys ought to check out his channel, man. He's a pretty good guy, funny as hell, and is a Harbor Freight super freak. I'll gladly give him all my Harbor Freight tools when I'm done using them. Anyway, this one's for the new, this is the, for the new, wait a minute, no, I changed that around. See, I'm even confused already. This one is Bison. This one is the gaming machine, so this one is for Mr. Sniper. And I still have yet to do the same thing that I did here. I'm going to do it up here. I'm going to cut all this out and put another window in it. I've got the plexiglass to do it. I just haven't felt like doing it yet. I got to remember to switch sides because this one here says the words are upside down, so this one belongs on the other side and the other side belongs on this one. And then we've got 2 monitors for the Bison Workshop. Then we've got 2 monitors for the Sniper, Mr. Sniper. And then we've got 2 god-awful small, I hate them. I like the 19-inch. Got 2 17-inch for the Bob Mullins channel. And then I've got my microphone. Let me turn some light on here so you guys can see. I've got my pop filter covering my Samson CO1 noise canceling microphone, and I get a lot of noise in it, and I decided to put this around it. Basically, I just took a piece of that foam that I used for the air compressor filter, and I had it laying out straight, and I took a hanger and ran straight through it, through the middle of it. And then once I had them in there, I cut these ends off, and then I just bent it so that it would form that shape. And then I think I may have to make a cap for it also to go over top of it and have just the voice coming in from the front. Simply because we got those two fans right there. We've got these fans up here. I've got fans in here on both the front, which you can't see that one. And then I've got that fan that runs most of the time. I've got it off right now just for this video. And without it, it's pretty warm in this room, because I'm telling you, these computers will put out the heat. Then I've got my KVM switch right there, which I can hook up 8 computers to. So when you lift that up, there's a screen underneath of it, and I can switch between 8 different computers if I want to work on a bunch of computers at the same time. Alright, then of course we're using it for a table now. Alright, and then we've got the Bob Mullins channel computer, which needs to be upgraded with a new board, and boards are getting kind of hard to come by, so you know, updated boards. But so I've pretty much built all these computers, and that's what we're working with. I just accumulated that bad boy for free. My next door neighbor said it wouldn't pull the paper in, and she got mad, and she said she was almost going to slam it on the ground and take a hammer to it or whatever. So she went and bought her a brand new one. She sent me a text this morning, says, if you're up, come over here, I got something for you. So she told me what was going on. It would pull the paper halfway through, and it would cockeyed sideways and then start ripping up. Already I knew what was wrong with it. So I went ahead and got it and brought it over here, and I turned it upside down, and a tack come out of the paper slot. So there's a tack hanging up around the pulley, or the wheels. Took that out and put a new black ink cartridge in it, cleaned the nozzle probably about, I don't know, 10 or 12 times. It took that many times to get it clean. And I got a free printer. It prints really good. I just did this picture. This is part of a project I'm doing for Sandra. I'm going to make her something. And she likes that picture of us, so I got a glare on it. Anyway, it faxes, which I'll never use. It's a copier, which I'm using right now to keep my stickers flat, which, by the way, I owe somebody a sticker. Tom, I'm sorry I didn't send you a sticker. I forgot I even had them. Next time I'll send you something, I promise I'll send you a sticker. Just in case they remind me if I ever do need to send you something. You can also load the paper up here in the top and run it through. I don't know what the purpose of that would be, but I guess it's just in case you want to do one thing, you just slide a piece of paper in it. I don't know. Other than that, that's a pretty good find. That was free also, that printer. I just hate it that it's white. And it works pretty good. The nozzle got hooked up or clogged up on me one time, but anyway. And there you have the tour of my madness. Everybody that sees this says, man, you're crazy. But it kind of makes people think, do we want to mess with this guy? Look at his setup, man. I've had people look at my system and say, man, what is this? The headquarters for the CIA? I think it's funny, and I love it. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here and let you guys go on about eating or whatever you're doing. And you guys have a good one. Later.